Hi guys, welcome to this bonus video where I'm going to talk about my 2021 goals and ideas I have for the year. If you don't know, my name is Alex. I have a channel here called Health and Fit Alex where I talk about health and fitness and share my journey to living my best life. Alright, we're just going to jump straight into the video. I originally wanted to post this at the beginning of the year, but because of my surgery, I was not able to. So we are going to post it now, hopefully before January ends. Okay, so first, I created this beautiful vision board. I have it currently on my background of my iPad, just to remind me every single day. Made it aesthetic on purpose, but I also kind of made it more minimal. And I might change this throughout the year. There's a couple of pictures on there that I kind of want to change. I also kind of made one for January as well because I was going through some things in January and I just felt like I needed a little bit of a reminder right at the start of the year. So let's just talk about it. So first, I really want to kind of get rid of that stigma of diet culture and really see food as fuel and try to be as nutritious as possible and fueling my body and getting that satiety in and not feeling guilty for food and not seeing it as something bad. I've been really working in the last year on food and my relationship to food. I haven't had a diagnosed eating disorder or anything like that, but I think with all of the diet culture and stuff that everybody is really inundated with these days, not everybody has a healthy relationship with food. And so something that, you know, my love of nutrition and wanting to help other people started with trying to help myself, and this is just another step on that journey of learning what foods fuel my body and also figuring out how to feed myself as somebody with an underactive thyroid, and two, someone with ADHD who doesn't always have the attention span to cook meals sometimes. So really working on that this year, and so far, you know, goals, resolutions, everything ebbs and flows. I feel like I've done a pretty good job, and one of the ways that I'm trying to kick diet culture is by really trying to push my social media outside of what I've seen in the past, which is people who are fit and thin, and so I especially, you know, thankful for TikTok because I'm able to see people who look like me who are closer to that mid-size shape. One girl called herself a brick. I very much identify to that, where you might have muscle, but you don't have that desired figure that a lot of the models and photoshopped people have in media, and trying to follow as many accounts of variety of shapes who are also talking about the same thing, where food is fuel. I found some amazing dietitians and nutritionists last year, and speaking of that, my next kind of goal is to start school this year. I was hoping to start in the winter, but I wasn't able to, so I will be starting in the spring. Very much excited to get started with that. I think I'll have a lot of fun with it. So kind of tying in to nutrition, I'm trying to repair my relationship with fitness and with the gym. And one of those things is to A, make it be fun. B, take away the vanity goals. Vanity goals meaning I want to lose X number of weight. Those are purely on what you look like, and those goals could be great for certain people, but for me, having a vanity goal, and if I hit an obstacle that's hard to reach, like losing weight, because of the way my bio-individuality is, it's harder for me to lose weight, and so that goal I'm met with a lot of different obstacles. And so now I've kind of trying to fix my perception of fitness to be fun, and I've always loved the feeling that I get when I weightlift. I feel very confident, very strong, very powerful, and you know, even though I don't change overnight, the next day I'll wake up and think, oh, I'm sore, but my butt looked good. You know, those kind of thoughts, and I like that, and I want to continue that. So my fitness goal is to be strong. Being strong just reminds me that I'm not there to look a certain way or hit a certain number. It's all in how I feel, and so I don't have to feel that I need to push myself at the gym to go 6 days a week. I like having fun at the gym, and I like using it as something that helps my health but also doesn't damage it at the same time. And another thing with that, trying to kind of repair some of those messed up diet culture health things, is that I'm home most of the time now. And I want to be comfortable, and so I've really fallen in love with athleisure. And so I am trying to sort of figure out my style again. And because I'm not dressing for anyone else, it's kind of challenging because I'm not sure, you know, I don't have a dress code for the first time in my life, where I can literally wear anything that I want to. So that's extremely fun, but at the same time, you know, I want to be realistic, and right now I really enjoy wearing athleisure, and it's also, I enjoy that it's practical because it's also change a couple of things, can wear it to the gym, change a couple of things, can wear it hiking, and I really enjoy that. And for the most part, I look put together, even though I also look athletic, and that's athleisure, and that's why I like it. Last year we weren't able to travel. My husband was also deployed, and so I didn't get to spend as much time with him. We didn't get to travel the way we wanted to. So a lot of the parks were also closed in our area, which sucked. And that was because of the COVID and government shutdowns and all of that stuff. This year we are hoping to get my husband an upgraded vehicle so that way we can put a rooftop tent on it, which I'm very excited about. I think that will be so much fun and so much easier than having to undo a tent, and then also if it rains or if we have any weather or anything like that. And with weather, we want to, I've had this idea in my head for quite some time since I really met my husband, and that is to take him on a road trip all the way along the Oregon coast. And live in the Pacific Northwest. I've been to Oregon and most of the coast, and I really want to take a trip and see a bunch of things and a bunch of cities, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. And our dogs have never seen the ocean, so just think it would be really fun to be able to take our rooftop tent and camp on the beach, and go explore some more of the Pacific Northwest. With exploring, we also want to do more just hiking, kayaking, and snowshoeing in general, And so we're doing that now. For Christmas, my husband and I both got winter boots. I actually got all season boots so I can wear them during cold and wet months. And then he has some other hiking shoes, and then now he has some winter boots as well. So that way we can go explore this area more, go, anywhere that our dogs can go realistically, and go see as much as we can, take like little mini vacations and just have little road trips and adventures to wherever, because we have so much cool stuff around us that we haven't got to experience yet. So I don't know if this will be throughout the whole year or just parts of the year, but I do plan on getting a part-time job. Again, that part-time job will be only probably through parts of the year. When I have like a full class load, I don't think I'll be able to juggle that and a part-time job. I still want to continue doing YouTube regardless, because as I work at this, and eventually I do hope that I can make some income off of YouTube. It's never my goal that that's like my job, because I do want to be a nutritionist and then a registered dietitian, but if I can use YouTube to add a little bit more income to our household, especially as we have kids in those years, then that'll be really nice to be able to do, and it'll allow us to have a little bit more flexibility in what we do. And I really, last year I kind of found other people talking about their ADHD and knew that I had that, but didn't realize how much of my life that it can affect. And so I want to continue learning about my ADHD this year, because I find it very fascinating. And in some days it feels like it's superpower, like today, and other days it feels like my kryptonite and my biggest weakness, and almost like a physical rock holding me back. And so learning about it more helps me manage it more, which is great. And so I'm trying to find, if you have any recommendations, if you have ADHD, for books. I have a couple on my list to read. Speaking of reading, I also want to get into reading more. I do like educating myself. I get that like serotonin, dopamine hit with my ADHD when I'm learning. So I do have a list that I will share when I do my Notion tour later, of books that I want to read, and most likely where I can, I will do audiobooks. And my goal is to listen to one a week, and I think that's pretty attainable. Usually they're only a couple hours long, especially since most of the books that I want to read are nonfiction, and I'm going to sprinkle in a couple here and there of stuff that isn't, but I think it's really great to continue learning. I really, usually I find book recommendations from people I follow, and sometimes one will pop up on Instagram, and I very quickly found myself on Book Talk, and so every time I see book recommendations that I like, I'll save it, and then I'll write them down in my Notion. And another one of my goals is to learn more and to learn how to manage my mental health, and kind of goes along with my ADHD in managing that, but I do tend to have anxiety and stress, and those really take a toll on my health. my physical health and my mental health, and so learning how to manage those things is really valuable, and it's something that I started doing at the end of last year, and it's just, I think that if you feel overwhelmed and you have the ability to see a therapist, I would give it a try. So I really wanted to talk about my goals and specifically how I'm keeping to these goals. Like I said, my vision board is on my tablet, my iPad, and I will update that to kind of reflect what I'm focusing on and the things that I am thinking about or things that I need to work on more. But I am working on keeping myself accountable to these things. I think the only one that I really have a set goal for is the books, to do one a week. And even then, I don't have 52 books lined up. So there might be some weeks that I just don't have a book because I didn't see one that interested me. So what I'm doing to keep myself accountable is, one, using my therapist for things like my mental health and her helping me figure out how to communicate certain things or how to manage things. And then I am also using my support system to help keep me accountable. So my husband and my parents are great at this, and for the most part, they might not always know what it feels like to have ADHD or understand why I do something, but they are supportive, and they respect when I communicate what my needs are, and that's all you can ask in a support system, honestly. And another way that I'm just keeping myself accountable day by day is using the Notion app. I have it on all of my devices, and this isn't an ad, they don't know I exist. I do plan on doing a Notion tour, so you guys look out for that. But using that and kind of adapting it to what I need. I'm very excited about 2021. Regardless of when you are watching this video, you can always create goals, no matter what day, what month, what time of day of the week. It doesn't matter as long as it's something that you want to do for yourself. I'm not the perfect goal setter. I don't know if I'll complete all of these goals. I have no idea what my 2020 goals were, and I can tell you that most people didn't complete their 2020 goals. Something that I kind of kept in mind with this year is that I don't really know if we'll be in quarantine or not. At the beginning of this year, my state was actually in quarantine. Keeping that in mind was really important to me, to be able to, do things in a group and go out places if we can, or we can sort of shift those things to be able to go certain places that we can go, and then also keep a lot of these things to stuff that I can do, because I can still work out and do gym stuff at home if I want to, if our gyms are closed. My kind of final reflections on the past year were 2020 wasn't the best for most people. I think a lot of people got to really work on their mental health, which was nice, but it also hurt a lot of people's mental health. And so as a society, as Earth as a whole, we have a lot of work to do after this pandemic. And as an American, we have so much to do. We have so much work to do. All right, we're ending on a serious note, semi-serious note, but that's all right. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, my name is Alex. All of my social media links will be listed in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you just mildly liked my content, please hit that subscribe button. I have a goal to get monetized by October 2021. It's kind of, I didn't put that on here, but I guess it's one of my 2021 goals. I am putting out videos every Tuesday and Thursday, except for today when you're watching this, because this is a bonus video, guys. Did you know that? Yeah, it's an extra video. And sometimes I upload extra videos because the week is just hitting me good, and I have enough energy to be able to do those things. So if you want to be notified every single time that I upload, so you can watch it as soon as I upload it, hit that little bell button next to that subscribe, and you'll get notified every single time that I upload. I appreciate any kind of interaction you do with this video because it helps other people see it as well. And that being said, in the comments, share your 2021 goals. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.